Mongolian President is in Washington for a state visit and met with members of the Congress this afternoon. Sandwiched between a rising authoritarian China and still very powerful Russia, Mongolia is the only nation in the vast expanse of territory conquered by the Genghis Khan in the 13th century that holds regular elections and lets power pass peacefully between rival parties. Members of the Congress said that the Obama administration is committed to developing a broader, deeper and more strategic relationship with Mongolia, including expanded commercial, political and cultural ties.
We have to say that as you deal with tremendous pressure and tremendous challenges, we are well aware of it, you should know that the United States government, the Congress of the United States, stand firmly behind your effort for self-determination, the rule of law, and the continued building of democratic institutions.
Mongolia is going to lead the effort in strengthening democratic norms and practices worldwide. They were very instrumental in some recent negotiations we did around the Human Rights Commission in the United Nations, and they are playing a role that is much more active than any time in the past.
Efforts to secure a free trade agreement have gone nowhere, and U.S. investment in Mongolia is tiny, despite the country's bountiful natural resources and a big push by other countries, particularly China and Canada, to join what looks set to be minerals-driven economic boom. The World Bank in a recent report described Mongolia's prospect for growth as excellent.
Even though Mongolia by population is a small country, I think we can be a big example in our region. And I think taking this chair seats, driver's seat on the community of democracies is really great honor for our achievement. Imagine that just 20 years ago, from the North Korea-like society, today chairing the community of democracies, great honor for our nation, for our people. I think we will continue all those great traditions in the reforms within community of democracy.
Mongolia has sent troops to support U.S. forces in Afghanistan and Iraq, and unlike China and Russia and the former Soviet lands of Central Asia, it has a vibrant free press, allows street protests, and does not routinely harass critics.
Now, as my colleague says, we know that Mongolia has two very large and powerful neighbors. But we know of the phrase that you have, the third neighbor. And we are honored that the United States of America is considered your first third neighbor.
I appreciate the fact that you have many friends, but we want to be one of your best friends, and we consider that friendship very important.
Vice President Joe Biden and Secretary of State Hillary Clinton are both due to visit Mongolia. Aaron Ocheng, Mark TV News.